Hello friends, I am Kaushik and in this video I am going to talk about Python string indexing and slicing. I am 100% sure that after watching this video, all your doubts about Python string indexing and slicing will be solved. You only have to watch this video till the end so that I can explain to you everything about Python string indexing and slicing in a very simple way so that everybody can understand it. In this video, I am going to talk about what is Python string index and string slicing, how it works, how to use Python string index, and also about negative indexing in Python. After that, I will show you how to find index of any character or word in a Python string index. And at the end of this video, I will show you a simple technique to reverse any string in Python using string indexing. A quick disclaimer, I am not a native or fluent English speaker, so if you find any inconsistency in my English, you can correct me in the comment section. So let's start the video now. For this video, I am using Google Colab. For those who don't know, it's a very simple and online version of Jupyter Notebook. Here I am defining variable a and its value Python index. So let's run the code. Now if I want to print the value of variable a, I can simply use print function. So here I got Python index in the output, which is value of variable a. Now I want to print only one character. I want to print this first p only, then what? For that I can use Python string indexing. Index allow accessing any individual characters in the string. In Python, all the string has the index value to work with. All the characters of the string have their individual index values. I have created an image to explain to you. Let me bring that image. So as you can see, here I have a string Python index and I have written down all the index values of the string. Here p has the index value 0, y has the index value 1, t has index value 2 and so on. As you can see in the image, index value of any string is always starts from 0. If I want to print only p, then I can pass index value 0 along with the variable name. So I can write like this, print variable name, and in this square bracket I can pass the index value. So let's run this code now. So here we have the p in the output, which is coming from here. Let's try with passing 5 as an index value. So here I am writing print and in the bracket I can pass 5. Now let's run the code. So here we have n in the output, which is coming from here. If I count the indexes 0, 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5, we have n on the index value 5. I hope you can understand this. Let's take one more example. This time I will pass 7 for the index value. So I can write print and in the bracket I am passing 7 here. So I get I in the output, which is this one. Now if I want to print the last character of the string, this x, then I can use the negative string indexing. Negative indexing is very similar to the normal index, but instead of starting from the beginning, it starts from at the end of the string. Let me bring that image back with the negative index values of the same string so that you can easily understand this. As you can see, I have -1 index for x, -2 index for e, -3 index for d, and so on all the way to the starting of the string. Now if I want to access the last character of any string, I can pass -1 index for that. So I can write print variable name a, and in the bracket I can pass -1 here. Hopefully we can get x right. Let's see. So as you can see, I got x in the output, which is coming from here. Let's take one more example. This time I am passing -5 for the index value. So I can write print variable name a, and in the bracket I am passing -5. Let's see what happens. I got I in the output, which is this one. If I count the index -1, -2, -3, -4, -5, we have I on the index value -5. That's why I got I. I hope you can understand this. Let's take one more example. This time I am passing -6 for the index value. So I can write print a in -6 in the bracket. So here I got nothing in the output. How is this possible? We have the output, but it's a single page. That's why nothing is showing up here. If I can select this, you can see that we have this space here. For those who don't know, in the Python, space is also considered as a string, and that's why space has its own index values. So here we have single space on the index -6. That's why I got single space in the output. If you can see in the image, I have write -6 index for this space. Now let's move to the string slicing. Slicing is all about making small pieces from a string. If I only print Python from the string, that is also called as a string slicing. Let's take some example of string slicing. To make a slice from any string in Python, I have to pass starting and ending index values in the square brackets. Let me show you how. Print variable name, and in the bracket first number will be starting index and colon, and then second number will be ending index. So here I am passing 0 for the starting index and 5 for the ending index. So let's run this cell. I got pytho in the output. I am missing n here, right? But if you count the index values, n has index value 5, right? Then what's the problem? When we are passing starting and ending index values, value of starting index is always included in the output, but value of ending index is not included. It's always excluded from the output. It always shows one index before. So that's why we are missing n here. Now if I want to print the complete word Python in the output, I have to pass 6 instead of 5. So this time I am passing 6 for the ending index value. Let's run this cell. So as you can see, I got complete word Python in the output. I hope you can understand this. Let's take one more example. This time I am passing 6 for the starting index and 15 for the ending index value. So here I am passing 6 and 15. Now let's run this code. So I got index in the output along with the space. If I can select this, you can see we also have space in the output. Now let's try with negative indexing. For the negative index, I am passing -5 for the starting position and -1 for the ending position. So let's run this code. Let's see what happens. So I got I and E in the output because the value of ending index is always excluded from the output. That's why X is missing here. When we have passed 15 here, have you noticed that in our string we don't have index value 15? If you can see in the image, we have index value till the 11. The thing is that when I pass the ending index which does not exist in the string, it prints whatever the last index is available anyway and ignore the errors. Let's see what happens when I pass only 15 in the square bracket. So this time I got index error, string index out of range, because we don't have index value 15 in this string. That's why we got index error. This is also same for the negative indexing. Let's try with passing -15. So as you can see, I also get index error with -15, string index out of range, same error. Because for this negative indexing, we have largest index 12 in the string. That's why I got index error, string index out of range. Now I want to print Python by skipping all the next character like P, T or like that, and I want to skip Y, H and N. I only want the next to next character from the string. Then I have to add one more colon and a number in the bracket. Let me show you how. Here I am passing 2 because I want to print the next to next character. If I want to print the next to next character, then I can pass 3 here. So let's try with 2 first. So as you can see, I got PTO in the output. So what happened here? I have defined starting and ending position. In skipping character, how many character I want to skip. So it start from 0 and end at the index value 6. And skip all the next character. Because I have passed 2, that's why it skip all the next character and print the output. Now let's try with passing 3 instead of 2. So as you can see, I got PH in the output because it skipped 2 characters and print the values. So we have P and then skip 2 characters, then we have H, then also skip 2 characters. Now what happens if I don't pass any values in the square bracket, only pass 2 colons just like this? What do you think? What happens here? Do we get an error or it execute the code? Comment down your answer first, then I will run the code. Now let's see what is happening. So it printed the complete value of variable A, Python index. This is because when I don't pass any values in the bracket, Python will define its default values for each position. Default value of first position is 0 Second position is whatever the length of any string is, and the third position is 1. If I only pass any one of this value and other two left blank, then it can take default values for those two positions. Let me show you. So I am passing 2 at the end. Now let's run this code. This time I got PTO space NE in the output because it skipped next to next character and print the entire string. So here we have PTO, then space, then N and E. Now let's try with passing -1 instead of 2. You know that default value is 1 for this last position. So this time it reversed the entire string. You know that default value of this position is 1. As you can see here, I got complete value in the output, but when we are passing -1, it go from ending to the start. That's why it reversed the string. If you want to reverse any string in Python, you can use this technique. Now let me show you how to find index of any character or word in this string. To find an index of any character or word, I can use find method. So here I am writing print a dot find, and in the bracket I can pass the string. So let's see what happened. It printed 7 here. Find method only print the index of first character of any word or any character. Let's try with another example. Now let's try to find index value of p. So as you can see, I got -1 here because I have passed small p here and we have the capital P in this string. That's why it print -1. If I can pass capital P here, so as you can see, I got 0 in the output. That means we have capital P on the index value 0. If you don't know, Python string are case sensitive to work with, so keep that in mind. You can find the link of this Colab notebook in this video description, and that's it for this video. If you find this video informative, like the video and subscribe to the channel for more detailed videos of programming like this one, and turn on the notification so that whenever I upload a new video, you will get notified. And thank you for watching. Have a nice day.